In 2010, the Sabah Wildlife Department formed a wildlife rescue unit to address the area's key conservation concerns. This is their story. We've just arrived back into the oil palm plantations after very little sleep once again, and the plan for today is to move this beautiful female back into the forests. This young elephant was darted the previous night in the palm oil plantation, and the WRU were forced to tether her to a nearby tree before she could be loaded onto a lorry the following day. And now comes the hard part.
We need to bring the elephant out to where the lorry is because due to the road condition, the lorry cannot go in.
A local plantation tractor is brought in. Moving an animal of this size against its will is the most difficult stage of the operation. It can only happen by day, and the WRU team monitor the elephant carefully. Senior Ranger JB explained to me just what the plan was.
Okay, and the cage is located just up this track, yeah?
Yeah.
It seems an almost brutal process, but the chains are there to protect not only us, but the elephant too. After some initial resistance, the young female realizes she has to follow the tractor. For WRU vet Laura, it's heartbreaking to subject an animal to this process, but because of the resources available and the location of the elephant, there's simply no other way. And there's one final hurdle to overcome.
How are you going to get the elephant into the cage now?
Now we'll try to pull the chains using the rope by using the tractor as well. So hopefully that she will cooperate and then walk and follow the rope and into the crates. Yeah.
The front tractor is released and rope is fed through the cage before being reattached to the tractor at the other side. She's finally in and the cage is closed. But there's still work to be done.
The elephant is now in the cage, and the next step is to lift it up on top of this truck and then transport it to Tabin.
It sounds pretty straightforward from now on. But the chains must still remain on for the elephant's safety during loading and transport.
JB, good work. Well done, Laura.
As her journey begins off to a new jungle home. After 3 hours drive, we arrive in Tabin Wildlife Reserve.
Do you think that this is going to be an easy release?
Sometimes things happen is beyond our expectations, so we wait and see how she is.
Just like us, elephants have different personalities, and over the past 5 years, the WRU staff have seen it all.
The small one will be more aggressive and more naughty as compared to the huge one. Yeah.
They're a bit older and a bit more relaxed.
Yes.
Okay, all right, well let's go and release her back into her home.
She's given a meal to start her off. Elephants need around 250 kilos of forage every day. And the fact she's eating well is a good sign. And she's definitely perked up.
Understandably, she's quite shaken and quite angry about the whole experience. Now it's just a case of trying to release the chains on her ankles and then just let her get on her way. But it's quite hard when she's putting up such a struggle.
Andy springs the release catch just before the gate is opened. And the young female wastes no time getting away from her captors.
She'll recover quickly from her ordeal and will soon join up with the rest of her herd in her new home. Other smaller elephants are not so fortunate. An ever-increasing problem are the orphaned elephants who lose touch with their herd when chased out of the palm oil plantations. With no dedicated rehabilitation centre, for now they are housed at Sepilok. Sepilok was founded over 50 years ago to house and rehabilitate orphaned orangutans. Now it's also home to 8 orphaned Borneo elephants. I took a close look at their most recent arrival, Budak. Budak means kid in Malay. He was brought in after being found wandering alone in a plantation. At the time he was dehydrated and close to death, but the dedicated care of the WRU team has brought about a remarkable transformation. Even though their work is difficult and emotionally draining, this amazing group of people will continue to do whatever it takes to protect Sabah's wildlife.